Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The Haunting of Bly Manor, episode 4. I was gonna say season 2, no. Episode 4, the season 1 was The Haunting of Hill House. I made reaction videos for The Haunting of Hill House when I binge watched it. If you can be interested by that, I'm gonna put the link, for the playlist of The Haunting. If you want to see them, into the chronological order. Right now we're gonna watch The Haunting of Bly Manor. I already watched the 3 first episodes. Again, I'm gonna put the links, into the eye if you can be interested by that along the intro, just in case. I just watched the episode 3, which was really interesting. I thought that we were gonna have the part 2, of this episode. The title of the episode 3 was part 1. Normally we have the part 2 just right after it. I'm intrigued because I saw, I prepared the episode 4 and I can see that this is not the part 2. I'm intrigued. I don't want to spoil myself, I don't want to cheat, so I'm not gonna search for when the part 2 is gonna come, but it's not gonna be right now. Which is logical because of the fact that the part 1 was about Becca and Peter, who are big mysteries, into the show, into this season. How she died, why she died, did he die or not, how did he die, if he died or not, how they broke up, maybe, how it ended up for them, for him. Is he really a thief or not? Is he the one who is calling them or not? All of these questions, that we have around the two of them are really interesting, are big mysteries into the show, so it's almost logical that we're not gonna have the answers about it right now. Even if it's the middle of the season, even if, we have 9 episodes for this season, I think that we can consider that the end of this episode is gonna be the half of the season, so it would have been great to have the solution for the two of them during this episode, but okay, I'm gonna have to wait for the part 2, for the end of their stories, for the answers about this series that I have even now, since the episode 1, in fact. I think that Asna is not dead. I'm saying that because that was one of my theories, because of the fact that we don't see her eating or drinking, because she's acting weird when it's about, getting to sleep during the night and all, because of the fact that she saw that thing and Jamie didn't see it. I was beginning to think that she can be a ghost, but after the last episode, this thing about tasting the cake, I think that the writers are just playing really well with that. They are playing with the viewers on purpose, but I think that she's not dead. But I'm beginning to think that maybe she killed Peter because of the fact that she threatened him to do it, but also because of the fact that they are all saying that Peter is not dead and is a thief and ran away with the uncle's money. I don't think that Anna said it, and she's the one who is lightening, the fourth candle. If we are considering that the 2 ones are for the parents, if we are considering that the 3rd one is for Rebecca, that everyone knows as being dead, the parents and Rebecca, who is the 4th candle? For me, it's Peter. It can explain the fact that he's haunting that place, it can explain the fact that we saw him, into that place on the parapet, but also, haunting Miles and maybe taking place into his corpse and flirting with Danny, almost killing Danny and all. For me, he's dead, for me, Peter is dead. And they're all acting like they don't know it. I think that most of them are sincere with that. But Anna I don't know why I'm suspecting that. In fact, I think that they are all hiding something, but not Owen. Owen is so sweet, and his mom died, so I don't want to suspect him to lie. The gardener, Jamie, I think that she's hiding something, but something little, not something so important. Danny, she's hiding something with her ghost. I really think now, I was beginning to suspect things about that, you know, with episodes. I already suspected the fact that it was someone that she lost, maybe someone who died. She ran away from her home place, you know, her hometown, from the place where she was because of that person that she lost, because I think that person died. I was already suspecting that it was a woman because of the glasses, you know, for me it was woman glasses. Maybe a sister, a friend or a girlfriend, but since the last episode I think that it was her girlfriend. Because she was feeling guilty about flirting with Jamie, and that's why at the end she's seeing her ghost, because she's feeling guilty about flirting with her. I still don't know if it's a real ghost or just a memory, you know, she's haunted by this memory. You're gonna tell me that it's the same. I can understand you, but I think that you can also understand me when I'm seeing a real ghost. Is it really a ghost is haunting a place who is really there, with doing stuff, you know, like they were doing stuff into the season, you know, of the Haunting of Hill House? Or is it just a memory, something that she has to deal with because she didn't resolve that herself, not the ghost, herself? Understand what I mean? I think that Anna is hiding something. I think that Flora is hiding a lot of things, a lot of ghosts. I think that Flora can talk with ghosts. And I was disturbed by the fact that she was so angry, you know, when she talked to Rebecca around the lake, because we already saw her talking to Rebecca into the bathroom and they were talking normally. For me, she was that angry, you know, I really like her, you know, she was really mad, she was saying no to Rebecca because of the fact that during the night something wrong happened to her brother. I think that she was telling to Becca, no, don't do that to Miles. Like Miles wanted to find the key, you know, to come back to his place because his sister was asking him to come back. They are protecting each other and they were protecting Danny during that night. I think that someone died also on that parapet. I thought that it was Peter. I'm still thinking that it can be Peter. Miles was haunted by Peter, I'm almost sure of it. Or was haunted by another ghost, if it's not Peter. But Peter is dead for me, he's really dead. If we have a ghost, you know, into that house, we have Becca for sure. We have Peter, I'm almost sure of it. We have that ghost, you know, who was and to who Flora said shh, like that. It was not Becca and it was not Peter. It was a woman, I think. She couldn't talk like that to her mother, Flora. So we have other ghosts. Can it be possible? Someone else died into that house and we don't know it yet. I mean, the viewers, we don't know it yet that someone else died into that house. Like for the Haunting of Hill House, we discovered all of this family little by little, you know, the ones who died into the house. Can it be possible that right now we're gonna discover a new family like that, a new characters? It's frustrating for me because all of the characters, except for Peter, who ended up to be an asshole, and the uncle, who is for me not an asshole but useless, and I don't like him. I don't hate him, but I don't like him. Like, he's not a character that I can appreciate. But all of the rest of them, they are nice. So it's difficult for me to suspect them to be ghost or not ghost, you know, alive or dead. I still think that a lot of them are hiding things, are not telling all of the truth. I still think that some of them have a part, you know, you know, into the mystery. I think that some of them were a part of some mysteries of the house, or how some of the dead died, you know, were killed or killed themselves. I'm really someone who is believing into the fact that everyone, including me, we are not all white or all black, you know, we are not all good or all bad. Good people can do mistakes and bad people can also do right things. We'll see. Really, we'll see, but I have the impression that we're gonna go into that theme, you know, into the season, during the season with all of these characters. I think that we're gonna explore that theme, and I think that we're gonna explore again the suicidal theme. I think that the writers of this show, you know, The Haunting of Hill House and The Haunting of Bly Manor, they have some issues with that, with exploring that. Or maybe it's me who have some issues with that and we think that everywhere, but after The Haunting of Hill House, what they did to us into The Haunting of Hill House, I think that they're gonna do it again. We'll see. Let's go for this episode 4. That's gonna be the last one that I'm gonna watch today. I'm not even sure that we're gonna finish it, you know, with natural light. We're back with long intros and long reviews. It really means that I'm feeling better. Each time I'm forgetting that during the opening credits they are going blind.
It's like fancy. Let me try.
Glasses? So you were not a woman, I was wrong about that. But I was right about the link that you have together, the fact that you were together. Edmund? You died? I just thought about it. Oh, you're not happy. Did you force yourself to marry him? Because he's sweet.
You said, good morning, Mrs. Miller. I'm Danielle, and I'm going to be Edmund's new best friend. We have to take it in, of course. And,
why now? Can't you offer her that dress later?
I don't know what to say. Just say, good morning, Mrs. Omar. What I say? You don't have to go if you don't want to.
Oh, when?
Says,
Go.
That's a relief, actually. I had a funeral in my own life.
Edmund?
I didn't need you to be in the day to Ernest's mom's funeral. Okay.
Oh?
And can you only get this thing off? Thank you.
You're haunted by your dead sweetheart husband, even more when you're flirting with Jimmy. You loved him, but not like that. But I'm sad that you didn't go to Owen's mom's funeral.
But there was nobody there. Where? At the funeral.
Nah.
My mum and dad went to theirs. They were far away when they died. They had to bury empty boxes. Well,
Did you see them after that?
in a way, they'll always be here. They're not here. Sorry, Miss Clayton.
So they're not haunting that house.
And they're in blue to match your eyes. It will be splendid.
Perfectly splendid. I don't know if I'm amused or annoyed by your perfectly splendid.
Since I was married.
You were married? You didn't go neither? Like you can't leave the house? Stop playing with me, writers. She's not dead. You're just playing with me. What? Viola? Lloyd? Was it the ghost?
Losing yourself like that, you go on away a little bit every day. Just shoot me. Put me out of my misery.
Don't say that. Sweet girls. Ghost. 1, 2, 3, ghost. Said it. You need to make peace with yourself and your husband, dead or not. You? I think that he's dead.
I should go.
if you want.
Always done. Which things? I bet you haven't eaten.
They are insisting on that, on her eating or not, her not leaving the place. Stop. You're not gonna fool me.
Karen, you let Mike see you with yours. No, but Danielle's father helped pick mine.
She loves a woman and only woman.
Dress.
I think that she loved also Edmund, but in another way.
You're not dying, you know.
What weird stuff to say!
When Mum and Dad died, I thought I was going to die too. I was sure of it. I was already dead. But nobody else knew, and I was walking around it.
Like some of
I
them?
felt like dying. Because actually, I was still alive. Really, really sad.
You poor thing!
Then I learned the secret. I didn't even need to be sad anymore. Dead doesn't mean gone. So, I don't need to be sad.
That sweet, weird, sad
I think I ought to
in
go
that
out and
order.
ask Peter let me have wine sometimes. She's sick. Will we ever have him? Peter,
You killed him, Anna! You're not dead, but maybe you're a killer.
Once it watered down, I want an actual bloody drink.
Oh! Keep your voice down.
No!
That's the tone that Flora used to Becca. No! Don't!
Good night, Abby.
To ghost Becca, I mean. Can we talk about all of these dolls, please? And the one who is hiding, or that you are hiding.
Miss Clayton? Please don't move things around my dollhouse. You've got Peter.
I knew it! I swear I knew it! I wanted to say it, but I thought that you were gonna think that I'm crazy. Because each time I have the impression that I'm going too far with my series.
Seen Peter Clint since he left. What are you looking at?
Who?
I'm sorry?
You did that. Well, that was quite the display, wasn't it? What was?
Are you
You and I
active?
are a lot alike, so a lot of the times I had to be my own parent. The kids like us, we're special. We grow up faster than other kids. I was the same way.
You look somebody too.
Edmund.
Miles, you've got some great grown-ups. Some great people here to choose for your family.
You're waiting for her?
Where'd you go, Mum?
I'm so sorry. I am interested in it. I was busy with Fergus.
Not dead, not dead, not dead, not dead. Stop trying to make me believe so.
And I was thinking we could just tone it all down.
I thought you wanted a big wedding.
I think that she doesn't want a wedding at all.
Oh, perfectly well and fine.
I wanted to want it, but it's just so expensive.
Not the money. For the problem, you know.
I thought you were going to say you didn't want to get married at all.
She loves you. I really think that she loves you, but not like that.
What did I do?
Oh my dear.
What didn't I do? Well, then what's it like, Danielle?
I'm sad for both of them. I'm this close to cry, I mean. He's not gonna kill himself.
I just want to hurt you for your mom, for your family. And then it was just what we were doing. Thought I was being selfish. That I could just stick it out, and eventually I would feel how I was supposed to.
You didn't want to hurt me.
I love you.
I'm sure of that.
Why are you doing this to me?
Eddie,
No, let me go.
Eddie,
Let me go.
I'm
Jesus,
sorry.
Eddie, you've done enough!
Stop, you're hurting me also.
Eddie, Eddie.
Car. He really died, and he died after that conversation.